In November, he will not see a statewide school bond on the ballot, and Governor Roy Cooper is letting lawmakers know how unhappy he is about that. He held events at schools in Raleigh and in Durham today to highlight the need for more funding. WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie is live in Stowe Elementary at Raleigh, the governor's first stop today. Laura?
Brad, legislators have already left town for the summer, and they're not planning to come back until after the November election. And it's that election that Governor Roy Cooper has his eye on as he criticizes Republican lawmakers for what they did this session. He says he believes that voters will hold them accountable for what they did not accomplish this year, and that includes the decision not to put a $2 billion school construction bond on the ballot this fall.
On the inside, you'd never know Stowe was built in 1968. It's spotless, brightly decorated, and welcoming.
When I was at Martin,
But Principal Chris Cox said its age is showing.
we do have some challenges when it comes to things that you don't see. Maybe things with the HVAC systems or some of the roofing is old. This will all be demolished, yes, sir.
Cox showed Governor Roy Cooper the tiny gym that can't hold the entire student body, the flat roofs that leak, the trailers that hold more students than the school has room for. Stowe will be leveled and rebuilt during the 2019-2020 school year, thanks to a Wake County school bond. But Cooper says other counties aren't so fortunate.
Some of these counties just do not have the tax revenue and the resources to provide the funding for school construction.
Cooper proposed a $2 billion statewide bond to help all 100 counties build and renovate schools. Legislators backed that idea in 2017, but said this year that the state shouldn't take on so much debt. Cooper says the state can afford it. What it can't afford is crumbling schools.
The needs across the state right now are at about $8 billion. So we know that even with this school construction bond, there will be some unmet need.
Still, Republican leaders decided not to put it on the ballot this year. Cooper criticized them for putting 6 constitutional amendments on it instead.
They are forcing people to vote for constitutional amendments that are bad for us and that are unnecessary, but they refuse to let people vote on a school bond.
Republican leaders say they believe that the 6 amendments are going to have a lot of popular support, and they expect all 6 of those amendments to pass in the fall. 2 of them would take powers away from Cooper and the governor and give it to state lawmakers. Lawmakers also said that they did add additional school construction funding during this year's budget, but that amounts to only about 1/10 of the funding that would have been provided if that bond had been on the ballot and passed this fall. Back to